lifetime. I think that's why so many people are born in the upper class who never had to work for it are fucked up. Like because they never had the excitement of getting what those who came before them got. So hence the saying, they say aristocrats develop weak chins.
And that's a fact. He'll tell you his family secrets.
Because he's angry at daddy. But yo, one thing I'm definitely like, I'd say like I'm happy in terms of how life turned out. And at first, like I underplayed it, but like moving to like suburbs, so to speak, to me was one of the best things that happened to me.
Also,
like for the first time in my life, I legitimately felt free of like hood dynamics.
sure.
Like because I don't have to observe it all the time. Like my guard is not. I don't feel like my guard constantly has to be up. Like I realized this when I went to PTA and how I was behaving. Like the bonagala with the job, a guy from Isha, Davidson, and it's just like the vibe in PTA is so chilled and civilized for the most part. That like being aggro, like you seem like what's wrong with you? Like why are you aggro, homie? And then I was realizing like I was in survival mode for most of my life. Like I thought that was just me, but a good portion of my personality was survival mode.
So you're anxious. You experience angst. And now you're chill.
Yeah. And yeah, for the first time.
I recently learned that in my head. Like I'm relaxed. I used to walk so fast to the shop just to get a quiet down.
Yeah. You don't wanna be. You don't wanna be seen. I
now I saunter through. Relaxed.
I even now.
Chest out.
Yeah. Even now when I breeze through the hood like a Daytona, I'm like I can't slam.
Sure.
But the only thing is, I know which I'm Piledi. It's just a transitory place.
Oh, and the time is so much of the world to be explored.
Dude.
It's still the same. When was the last time you went to Tele? It's still the same. Have you been to the Northwest? Have you been to PE? Have you been to Free State? That comes to us all.
But life is death in slow motion.
Yeah, true.
But I find it fascinating the idea that sleep is the cousin of death. Because every night we just switch off and no one can account for where we are, where we go, like and like we all just consider it normal. Like nobody ever asks questions like, yo bro, so what's up with this dreaming shit?
That you might not switch back on.
Right? And like most people sleep with so much confidence, like I'm gonna wake up. I'll wake up. Some dope. And it happens, you know what I'm saying? Like yo.
SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. SIDS. Like your child from age 1 to 5, they can just go to bed, die. No explanation, no nothing. It's called SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome.
Now imagine how traumatic that was for people in prehistory who didn't have the medical explanations that we do. Yeah, I can see why people like burn some people back in history, though. You know what I'm saying?
But yo, so much hate to set someone on fire,
dude. That's so brutal. Like that's how I know some cultures are
but
wild.
some people deserve it. I won't lie.
Yo, to be burned alive, homie.
Nah, yo, some people deserve it.
Yo, there's
No, the thing is true. The sins that you know of, and the sins that you
don't know. Yeah, true.
The ones that you don't will give you that validation. It's better when your sins are cast out into the world.
Yeah.
They're seen. It's better when it's like that.
Cause yeah, usually the hidden shit. Usually, sometimes things are hidden, but it's hidden because it's a fucking iceberg. You know,
it's a fucking big iceberg.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can only see the tip.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, like other people are only seeing the tip. And it's like, yo, there's a whole motherfucker beneath the ocean, homie. And like your Titanic about to crash. Like big time.
You don't know. And when it does happen, the thing is that it could happen to anyone and people don't realize it. Don't realize this fact. That shit could happen to everyone. Especially with social media now. All it takes is one person to repeat. Other people come out.
And it's a cascade. Death by public opinion.
Done.
And now you're a pariah.
You're guilty.
And now you're a pariah. That's what I'm saying. Now you're a pariah in your own community, dog.
Bro.
Like,
I was reading the news, but the sex offenders registry is gonna be made
public. Oh shit.
But there are niggas we know who are supposed to be on that registry. We know a lot.
Me, I was excited about becoming a legal practitioner because I knew I was gonna have access to that list. So I was like, oh shit, I'm about to know. Yeah, I'm about to know who been diddling kids, who been doing weird shit. Oh,
now it's public.
Hey,
is this your homie?
Yeah, it is.
You know, I'm just scared. Yeah? Yakusukela le. Angimnandi njalo na. Kamala Steve. Oh, Lesley. Nice to meet you, my man. We just chilling. We're in need of a chair, my man.
Yeah. Look how scruffy he is. I'm teasing.
I'm good. Is that a J?
Yeah. It's a little J I had left over.
Word?
Yeah.
Got it at the tobacco shop. Which one?
Canada, Africa.
Which one is that one?
It's the medical research one. Where they sell for medical stuff. Medical grade weed.
Oh shit. That's some shit. I've had a THC content.
Yo, I forgot. It was a gift.
Look.
Is that it?
And then we all like come close to the mic. Oh, you brought the goods, homie?
Hey, bro.
Ah, bless you, homie, bless you.
Nice.
I'm a little excited.
I wish you told me yesterday. I was gonna smoke it.
But yeah, it was some spontaneous shit, dog. Actually, today I was supposed to go to some event, but when I RSVP'd, it was fully booked, so you know.
Decided why not? What event was this?
Yeah?
What event was this?
There was some entrepreneurial presentation type shit. Yeah.
Old Mutual?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a similar function to
Yes. Do you want water over there?
I'm good. I'll have some. Don't worry.
We're in need of a cup.
Alright, I'll go grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know I hollered at you, I was like, yo,
Oh, let him start it.
like, ain't no way you still doing the laundry. Cause
I'm still doing the laundry. I
because
only
the
saw
power's-
now that the power's gone.
Yeah.
I was so pissed, bro. I was now onto bed sheets, bro. I wanted to keep it clean before the new month.
Yeah.
But look at it this way. At least you got some time to relax.
True.
This nigga's a hard worker, dog.
I know. But he wasn't gonna relax. The electricity doesn't leave. He was gonna work. And push
It
through.
kind of annoys me because I'm a completionist. You know, just like when I get a video game on and finish the video game. So Fubi's annoying me right now.
You know, like there's like it's actually a psychological phenomena. Like
The
it's
sign
like-
of OCD.
yeah, like there's something about the brain where something is unleft off. Like it occupies a part of your brain. Like there's like it feels like it itches in a part of your brain. It's like I need to get that shit done. You know, type of
Exactly.
thing.
It's bothering me now because I'm almost complete. Literally flipping fucking
You
bedding.
wanna finish, shit.
And this shit is unplanned, bro. Then,
Yeah, my man.
man.
You know the greatest illusion is that time is running out.
If you wanted to finish, you would have put it in a day.
I did, but there was no notification that the electricity was gone.
Yeah.
At least I was prepared for it. You know?
Yeah, I also I'm shocked. I'm like, what? Oh God. I was expecting, and I think it was like last week they said the power was gonna leave, and it didn't leave.
I was like, clean, bruh. You know, clean. I got this shit down. No. He's like, damn.
Some heavy shit.
Is it?
Right? Dude.
Yo,
This nigga trying to baptize us, nah, nigga. Have your own shit, nigga. Have your own shit.
Thank Carmen. She told me, good, get Pop Tarts, get Pop Tarts. She gave it to me. Like, she hooked me up. Shout out to the homie, yo. She hooked me up. So it's dope. Ah, okay.
Elevated.
I'm good. I'll be good,
Yeah.
I know, for the next couple of days. And then the urge will awaken again for me to smoke. Then I'll smoke, but I'll be fine for a week now.
Satis, right?
I don't cap. I feel you there too, cause this friend of mine, Mahan, has been trying to get me to stop smoking the 20 rand Zols and all of that. So they've just been giving me weed randomly whenever I ask. So it's like I went like a whole 4 or 5 days without smoking, you know. And then it's like, oh, okay, I want this. Just don't go smoke that 20 rand shit. Okay. And they always change it every time. So it's like, hey.
I hear that. We're coming with the positive route, man.
Exactly.
They hit you up nice. We've got you on a scale level. But what's wrong with the 20 rand weed?
Man.
I ask.
Bruh, it's different. Like, I feel different with this shit, dude. I feel like the 20 rand weed, I smoke more of it. Because it's just like, it's... Maybe I've gotten so used to it, or the plug is boring.
It's less effective.
Yeah. And I smoke one of these. Sometimes I don't even finish the J. I'll smoke it for 2 days. But it's just satisfying enough. I can tell, like, yo, this ain't a waste of money, dog.
Sure.
Yeah.
Type of shit.
Satisfaction type of thing.
Yeah. And
Last time I bought one, it was like 150 a pop.
really, wait. I get mine from Ghana, Africa. So with them, it's like their weed is grown for lab research. So it's medical cannabis and stuff. So I was like,
High grade shit.
high grade shit. So I was like, damn, this is tight. But I can't afford that. But they've been showing me, not that I can't afford it. I'm just very
It's a lot
cheap.
of money.
Yeah, I'm just very fucking cheap, dude. You know,
It's a lot of
it's a
money.
lot of money. 70 rand to
I mean,
130.
you have to admit though, like even the way we smoke, like weed is technically a luxury in the sense like beyond its fundamental necessity. Like to be able to smoke it for leisure, like it's a luxury. It's not something. I don't think it was ever something that was supposed to be an everybody thing. I think that's why, like things are weird.
That's why you have patients who are substance-induced psychosis because they smoke weed.
What do you mean? What's that? That sounds cool.
It happens. Yeah.
Okay, not really cool, but sounds
there are
interesting.
people who just aren't supposed to take in any substance.
Like some people are predisposed to certain psychological ailments. So, like, for example, if you have schizophrenia in your family, like you're predisposed to having like a schizophrenic attack.
Nobody tells us this shit, bruh. Nobody tells us this shit. What do you mean? Y'all are playing with me, but all these rappers rapping on weed. I started smoking because there's some rappers and some girl. What are you trying to tell me?
My man, you have a phone.
Where do you read this stuff? When this fucking market
that's his job because homie's a nurse, qualified.
Okay.
So that's his job.
I have to know.
Yeah, it's part of his pedigree. But for me, I'll share this with y'all because like when I first started smoking weed, it didn't have the best effects on me in the beginning. Like I had to struggle to get my brain to accept weed. Like it took a while, you know. So like I was resisting it for the longest time, you know. So it caused me some weird episodes, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't have like no one in my family has those problems. But it just showcased that the roots to psychosis really close, especially when weed is involved. Not just weed, but any substance. But any change in your state of consciousness ultimately can be very dangerous because you can alter your mind in such a way where your neurochemistry doesn't return to the way it was. So
a form of that is a bad trip.
Yeah.
When you experience having a bad trip, that's just a regulation of your emotions. You're swaying towards the negative. Henceforth, why it feels like the world is ending.
Yeah.
You feel depressed.
Yeah.
You feel hopeless. You feel weak.
I mean, when I first started smoking, like I was literally having existential crisis, like oh my god, like I think this is the case with most people who've never altered their state of perception. The reality of reality hasn't hit them yet, and so when
the
you
fact
smoke,
that they have not experienced having a nihilistic delusion where you feel that like everything is pointless, nothing matters, all is dead. If you have not experienced that, you have not experienced reality, my friend.
I don't think I can relate there, bro. It's like, I feel like it's just a temporary state of mind.
Yeah, it has to hit you once for your mind to just open other channels.
But you have to be aware of the fact that is possible, that your mind is capable of doing that.
Yeah, being your own worst enemy.
Yeah. Like for me, the whole weed journey ultimately showed me that I am my worst enemy and my best friend at the same time. And the only one ultimately who's in front of me is me. Like, that's the greatest lesson I've taken from weed.
Which side of you are you feeling?
Yeah. And they tell you this, for example.
Negative. Are you feeling the positive?
You know,
the vicious side.
You know what I say with you? Keep on rediscovering things that ancient people knew.
Sure.
The Native Americans would say, inside of you, there's a black wolf and a white wolf.
Sure.
The one which you'll win is the one you feed the most.
Sure.
Like think about it. Like you have a negative wolf and a positive wolf inside of you. The one you feed the most is the one that will win.
Sure.
And sure enough, the content of your thoughts become the reality that you make manifest.
Sure.
Like the saying, so a man thinketh, so he feels.
Yeah.
Like
cogito ego sum. In Latin, I think therefore
that's who I am. Yeah.
I love that shit. Got it on skin.
Yeah. But that to me was how I concluded that I'm alive and I exist.
Sure.
My capacity to contemplate. I was
experiencing a bad trip.
Yeah,
I
think
man.
Therefore I am.
I loved experiencing a bad trip.
I mean, like you can be in some dark spaces.
It taught me a lot about myself.
The depths of your soul, or your psyche.
I experienced so much anguish down, and it wore off immediately as soon as the trip was over. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, is that
What are y'all tripping on?
No, I had LSD when I was in an emotional state.
Damn.
I took one tab, put it under my tongue. Then I was kind of grumpy that day.
You know, but like, you know how you ruminate when you're on weed?
Sure.
On LSD is worse because like your
Man,
thoughts are 3D, dog.
I was crying, chief.
I've never tried it.
Hey, no, I was crying, my man. No, but if you have a good trip, you have you see things in 3D.
Yeah.
You see that tree over there in 3 colors. You see it in green, you see it in blue, and you see it in red.
You see, you make it sound fun, but what are the benefits of taking LSD?
LSD is
It's a mind expander, dog.
it's a psychedelic. It's made of the byproduct of. It's made of a fungus. It's taken.
Ergot.
Yeah, it's taken.
What are the medical? Does it have any medical benefits or?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Now they do. You know what? Okay, listen.
PTSD treatment.
Yeah, PTSD treatment and addiction treatment.
Really?
It can cure addiction.
How much does LSD cost?
I haven't bought the tab in a minute.
It's a tab?
Very slow.
It's a kit. Wait, it's man-made.
Nah, it's not. It's natural. It's put on a little strip. The strip is called a tab.
Oh, okay. I thought it was man-made.
Listen. Okay. I guess we have to explain it to you, right?
Sure.
LSD, what they call LSD is the extracted chemical compound from ergot. So it goes through a process of extraction and synthesization, and then the end product of that is like the liquid. And then that liquid is so potent you can only take it in micrograms, right?
Okay.
So those micrograms, people put it on a piece of paper, piece of paper.
Yeah.
Then you put it under your tongue. Some people do other shit, but yeah, put it under your tongue.
Do you have a doctor with you or a shaman or something while you do LSD, or you just take it randomly?
Hey.
You don't need a shaman for this. Look,
You sure, bro? It sounds powerful.
it is truly. I think it's one of the most powerful psychedelics out there. I think it's underappreciated, but
Yeah, it is.
for me, I feel like it's one of those things. It's a manual to your own self.
Sure.
So I don't think like for example, you have to take great effort. For example, on LSD to like jump into the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like, it's not like there aren't as many consequences to doing it as, for example, like mushrooms or DMT, where you might be faced with some shit you really don't know what to do with. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with LSD, it's mostly the contents of you, your own mind, your own body. Like, for me, the coolest thing I've been able to figure out on LSD is that you can go into the deepest recesses of your own body, like literally to a cellular level.
It improves your mind-muscle connection.
Yeah. Like even your coordination, like you can do a lot of weird shit when you're on LSD.
Sure.
Like your coordination is
For
just
example,
on par.
the last time I actually drank alcohol was the last time I used LSD. Was the last time I took it.
And they don't mix, eh?
And I've been sober for 10 months.
That trip made you quit.
Nah, it's a good thing. I wanted to quit.
No, I'm saying booze is overrated, low key.
Sure.
But
No,
I get
Waste of
Graham-
money, it makes
yeah.
you aggressive.
Graham Hancock
Exactly.
says alcohol is the most boring of drugs.
But South Africa spent 15 billion in December.
my dog, but the liquor was so
Alcohol.
cheap though. The liquor was so cheap though.
15 billion.
Ah, it was cheap,
Aye,
bro.
15
Did you see how many specials were there in December, dog?
15
Bro,
billion.
Bro.
15 billion.
I see it's escalama with the short university nekolo
1 billion is 1,000 million. 1 billion
Just look
is
at the
1,000
just
million.
look at the
Chief.
economic share, bro, of the
1
whole
billion
thing.
is 1,000 million.
Yeah, I get you.
Sure.
I'm not refusing, but the alcohol is so cheap, dog. $100 you get like 5-6 beers.
15,000 million.
It was so cheap,
wow.
dude. Alcohol is great marketing. Alcohol is great marketing.
15,000 million.
Bruh, legit people think that, okay, some people, they cannot chill without alcohol. When you come to their house, they gotta be something to drink.
Oh, wow.
It's being made cultural.
That's what we're trying to highlight as the problem, though.
Bro.
Oh, okay, my
There's
bad.
a problem.
Yeah.
15 billion is a lot of money, my man.
But you see, they didn't make the food cheaper for December. They make
Sure.
alcohol much cheaper. It's
But-
too flipping cheap.
But you see what I'm saying though, when you start paying
Alcohol
attention,
suppresses hunger.
yeah, when you pay, yeah, we pay attention to like how society and corporations function. It's like they know the levers to pull to make society move in a particular direction. For example, what you just say, food has been increasingly getting more expensive. But in December time, they'll make alcohol extremely cheap. Why? Because they want people inebriated, forgetting about the problems that they've been encountering the whole year.
That they will encounter even in January.
Right? Dude, January was horrible for everybody. I
That
don't
was
know
the worst,
anyone. Dude, people who I know have stable jobs, have had stable jobs for a long time. None of them were cool in January. None.
They were
So you see what I'm saying? And to me, you only see this once you pay attention to the broader patterns of society. Like, yo, we are all doing some sheep like shit. And like we all pretend to be leaders, but not really. Because we're all followers of very similar patterns.
Fuck no. I resist the bullshit, dude. And I get made fun of, but sometimes I do fall to it. But dude, we gotta be maybe promote responsible drinking.
Yeah, true.
Responsible drinking. Maybe lower the
But
percentage.
if alcohol is not for you,
Here's my thing,
just
man.
leave it.
You remember that quote you said the other day? You
Yeah.
said, fools party, kings celebrate.
Yeah.
I think maybe we need to get back to a restorative culture whereby alcohol only applies in relation to accolades, like when we celebrating shit, opposed to making it a lifestyle.
At this point that you are in life, you are not supposed to be wasting money on frivolous things like alcohol.
True. Yeah, let's not talk about it. I felt January because of that useless shit, personally speaking.
No, straight up.
I regret doing that. I've never been a booze person,
Yeah.
but it was like the homie's
But
birthday.
they got you.
They got me, dog. I'm like,
Got you
damn.
trapping.
I'm like, damn. I was like,
But no lie, booze can be fun. Like when it's fun, it can be fun. But as I'm saying, like it's the excessive aspect of it that becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And to me,
and you know what's funny? We've been making fun of America recently with my other homies because we found out that their percentage is very low compared to us. Hennessy sold in America does not have as a high of a volume as the one sold locally. And it's like, dude, even Russian beer is stronger than the Hennessy that's in terms of percentage.
Wow.
So
wild.
that's wild, right? So it's like, how did we get tricked into buying this high volume shit? You know, like
I'm gonna
It's
These
like
niggas who are bootlegging that
I'm gonna
shit
hit the
in
pussy
the hood.
ethanol, Joe. Pussy ethanol, like
Yeah.
that Africa outside.
There was a year where even Kuza in Bombay, 70% alcohol.
what
inside.
the fuck?
The bottle was really 47%, but the content had 70% alcohol.
How did people?
Everybody was buying it, and Bombay was calling for it to be brought back.
That was a marketing stunt.
Yeah. But
But I don't think it was
Yeah.
that evil. Maybe it was just like carelessness.
but
you know?
yeah, but I'm sure.
Possibly.
But either way, they made a profit from
People
it.
drink straw 80. It's still on the shelves.
What's story?
There's this other rum that contains
rum.
80% alcohol.
80.
80.
Is that even
Yeah.
legal, dog?
I don't
80.
know why it's legal.
Dog, that shit like that just straight fries your liver, dog. Straight fries. Like,
Wow.
Do you think that's why Pussy Face is so common?
yeah, dog.
Or
And-
cigarettes.
The cigarettes are nice though. Speaking of cigarettes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then izela ivegina masika ngitshela ngikhuza emfethu ugwayo unamasimba awuchama uyaganga maya makuzoba umpeni
No, hear me out.
so umpeni
I told him, no, hear me out. I told him I left cigarettes, dog. I left cigarettes for 6 months. Then I saw I could leave it. But then when I started going out partying, the craving came back. I was smoking. Then eventually the taste came back. You know?
When I hang out with people who smoke,
you don't mean like cigarettes, dog.
Same here.
I used to despise cigarettes, but when I caught on to the fact that cigarettes were cool, when I was really drunk at
Can
a
people
party,
burn a cigarette actually?
I don't know, it's cool. Like when I was really
I
drunk,
like cigarettes.
I learned that like cigarettes go well with alcohol, dog.
They actually do.
I was like, damn. That's
the problem.
It feels like seasoning.
Right? Feels like the extra cherry on
That's the
top.
problem.
Feels like extra cherry on top.
It feels too good, man.
It
It feels like seasoning.
But you know what I feel like we have to elevate to? Like opposed to like cigarettes. Only do like celebratory like cigars.
You know what's gonna stop me from
Celebratory
smoking cigarettes?
cigars, dog. Celebratory cigars.
Skipping rope.
Cafe.
Yeah, it's gonna put that much of a demand on my lungs.
Yeah.
Then I quit.
Hey, dog.
Creating new habits
still,
around it.
yeah, I can still run, but I can feel the heaviness
man,
on
I
my
started
chest.
training.
Yo.
It feels so good. Well, I didn't start training now. It's been 2 months now. I'm starting to feel the gains.
Good progress.
After the last time I trained was 2019. I was massive. I was colossal. I was a monster. I weighed 98 kilograms.
Shit.
Yeah. That's why my shirts are baggy now.
It looks like style.
Everything is XL.
Looks like style though.
Nah, bro. I was
You wearing your
big.
story.
I was big. I was like roughly.
Now he's never. I don't think he's ever seen the big man, bro. He might be surprised. this
Hey,
year.
bro,
He
you'd be
might be
surprised,
shocked.
bro.
Zane was fat.
No, he was buff. He was actually bigger than me in high school.
So you've been on this whole flipping Jean-Claude Van Damme fitness regime
Sure.
since.
Hey, this nigga thinks she started yesterday.
Yeah,
We've been about that life, homie.
I'm trying to make it a habit, bro. I'm enjoying yoga so far.
Nah, that's that
Yeah.
good shit.
That's like
Yeah.
You know what's also good about yoga, and I've been recently reading about this. Like,
it increases your flexibility. So
there's that, but Gucci, trauma is trapped in your muscles.
Really?
Yeah, like your muscle memory. You know, people say your muscles actually have memory in them.
Huh.
Like so for example, what the yogis figured out is like when you do yoga, you realign the geometry of your body in relation to like the cosmos and shit. But in relation to nature, you realign yourself, and all that negative energy, you're able to expel it, opposed to it just residing and going up and down.
Oh,
your
so
body.
basically that's why my bad back has been solved. Ah, okay.
And a lot of takes in there.
Why? How did you see it? Do you lean? What was it?
I played this little stream. They mix it in with beats and Alan Watts stuff, so it seems like a vibe. And I wanted to look for the lowest effort way to start building the habit. Because I used to like cycle a lot.
Yeah.
That used to keep me fit, but now I don't have a bike, so I'm like, I'm lazy to run. I tried it a couple of times and I didn't keep consistent. So I tried some. Yeah. And also I feel more flexible, you know?
Yeah.
You can do a lot more.
Like, and this is what Bruce Lee was saying when he said like, okay, not just martial arts, but the body is an instrument of expression. The more you are in tune with the expression, the more fluid of a human being you are. Hence, he said, be like water.
Or be water, my friend.
Be water.
The water, it can flow,
Or it can crash.
Be water.
Hey, bro.
If you put water into a cup, it becomes a cup.
Huh?
Able to dissect a mountain.
With what?
Into water. It's able
Oh,
to cut
yeah.
a mountain in half.
And it's the only thing that can exist in the 3 states, right?
Sure.
That's pretty fucking cool.
You know there's more than 3 states.
Ah, just don't start. There's no way.
That's the worst.
Solid. What do you mean?
Plasma.
Isn't that just the micro?
No. Plasma.
As its own solution.
What's plasma?
It's a bit. Listen.
It's like a type of blood.
Okay, no. I'm talking like there's that level of it, but like there's a plasma in terms of like the cosmos. It's a lot more complex than what I can explain for myself. I'll send you guys the video, but
Nah, fuck it.
plasma.
Who's it by?
Dog.
You know, if it's David Icke, I'm not gonna watch it.
Why? Of course not.
Brother, guy says he says weird shit, bro. It confuses me, gets me paranoid. You know, some information. Because now he's scaring me, dude. Like, he's saying blood, you saying the cosmos. I'm like, how? What are you talking about?
No. There is plasma in the blood. there is that. But
Okay.
what I'm trying to refer to is like
When your red cells clot, it separates the fluid, and that fluid is called plasma.
Plasma.
yeah. What I'm trying to
You take it
describe
for
is a state
for
of matter.
platelets.
What?
When you donate blood, some of the blood that you donate is allowed to clot, and it's separated. The plasma is taken for use on another patient.
So it's not going to secret Twilight families that are really
No.
vampires.
No. The hospital pays for that plasma. As you give it away for free, they actually sell it to the hospitals for 1,008.
You serious? Oh my god, bro. I've been fucking taking cookies the whole time for free. Cookies and that little juice. The hell?
But you have to donate because you save people's lives.
Okay, can't you just come straight to the hospital instead of donating
Yeah,
someone's
nah.
gonna sell it to you?
Doesn't work like that.
I mean, they used to harm me, dog, to donate because I have very like rare blood type. They used to harm the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I really used to.
Yo, red type. Bro.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to go back to the hospital setting. I'd be great.
You missed it.
Yeah? Yeah, I miss it somehow. Hey, bro. My first years of work, I worked with a trauma unit.
Trauma, like is in
Yeah. Accidents and emergencies.
E.
So,
You've seen some shit.
then I went to a neurosurgical ward for a couple of years.
How's it there?
Still the same type of patients, but they're stable. But the ward is also mixed up. We had orthopedic patients, we had surgical patients at some point, but it was fine.
Helping people, yeah?
No. Like the experience there was shit because my colleagues used to drain me emotionally.
Oh, toxic work environment.
Yeah. So I quit.
Is there like ways? Do you think were there like ways in the company? Even
Yeah, there are, but they weren't working for me. Because I have a temper. And now you're frustrating me to a point where I want to admit shit, but I can't. I have to hold myself. And if I do some shit, I'm gonna get fired. And you could now open up a criminal case and I can get arrested. And some nigga's just gonna find out that I get a bitch or a man. And now I'm getting raped because of that shit.
So, yeah, well, and then
Yeah, I wanna.
like
Sometimes you have to take
like
the
a
hard
cas-
road.
yeah, like
Take the
when you
hard
realize
road
that one decision can cascade into a whole life journey that you never wanted. I think people really don't appreciate.
Look at my hands, bro. My hands are filled with scars.
Yeah, but people who haven't really encountered violence, when you try
Sure.
to explain to them how short-ended of a stick
Bro.
violence is, they think you're being stupid. Like, they think you're being naive, like, or you're scared. And it's like, bruh, violence is a double-edged sword, my
And I
man.
evaded so much.
Like,
bro.
the same
I
way-
evaded so much,
The same
man.
way you can dish it out, someone can dish
Dish
it
it
back
back
to
at
you.
you.
Harder.
And let's say
Harder.
you get targeted, you target one person.
Yeah.
Nilu. And his homies see that you're fighting this one person. They can jump you, bro. Because they don't know what's going on. They find you hitting homes.
You never.
Find yourself KO. Because 2 minutes with 5 niggas is a very long time.
A lot can happen.
A lot,
A lot
bro.
can happen.
Damn, them niggas can kick your ass to the point that your pants tear.
You be
We've
fighting
seen
5
it
niggas?
happen. Yeah?
You be fighting 5 niggas?
No, never do that.
No, we're talking about shit we saw in the hood growing up,
there's
dog.
some things that I've
Hey,
seen
growing up. Hey.
So, hey,
Now Soccer's Khalid Davidson, dog. So
Yeah.
yeah, similar upbringing, you know what I'm saying?
sure. So,
And like we both grew up doing martial arts, dancing, comping.
Yeah.
So similar, background. Like we've been homies since the age, bro.
since high school, though.
Yeah.
Probably since you were like in grade 9.
Yeah, since the age, bro. So like hence we've seen these things unfold, bro. Like Ben City, like people don't know, Ben City used to be like the spot where events
bro.
were happening. Like people used to come from all over for events that were happening here in Pinoni. like especially hip hop related events, like it was a
Like famous rappers were coming
Yeah.
to Benoni.
It was a maker, dog. Like hip hop was a make. I mean, Benoni was a maker for hip hop culture at one point.
We were at the dead center of it.
And so, and funny enough, hip hop was, of all the subcultures, hip hop was the most civilized. Like, as much as fuck shit happened in terms of events, but it wasn't the same level of chaos you'd see in like Bignie Kotane
Sure.
or Amapantura or some shit like that, right? But as I'm saying, even with that said though, seeing niggas get down and grimy in the hip hop scene, like it's wild, dog. Niggas turn into animals, like for real.
Niggas were putting out knuckle dusters.
For a reason.
Just to fight, dog.
It's a fight. Niggas had baseball bats and hockey sticks.
Bro, niggas were getting
That's that millennial shit, right?
Yeah.
That's that millennial shit. That shook one's ring, that shook one's nation.
Yeah.
He's a Gen Z. It's I'm a millennial. I emotionally started traumatized.
Yeah, but the 90s were dope though. The millennial age was dope. Not even the 90s. The millennial age was dope, bro. You had the
I was
hype.
old in the 90s. I was like 8. I was like 8, man. I was already seeing shit.
Yeah.
So when PS1 came out, when PS2 came out, I was a little more fucker. I could play Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance on PS2. PS3 came out, I was like in my almost reaching the trip. No. I was post matric. I was doing my first or second year. PS4 came out, starting to work. Yo, so I've witnessed a lot of shit.
The evolution of time, dog. The evolution of time is funny as
I
fuck,
witnessed the
dog.
whole evolution of technology.
Yeah.
From CDs to flipping
No,
streaming.
yeah, from CDs, from MP3s, from Walkmans, from the
iPods.
cell phones that came with Walkmans, so iPods,
Flip phones.
flip phones. Down. I went
Engage
through,
phones.
dog, the N series, dog. My aunt gave me an N81 at some point, and then I was with the BlackBerry Boldface.
BBM.
Yeah, I went through that.
Text BBM.
I went through
You wanna
Twitter.
see?
Yo, I went through all this shit.
Is it getting better or is it getting worse?
Remember BBM?
I hate it now.
When you could see what people were watching at night and you see niggas be watching porn and shit. Hey,
Dude, I didn't know
shit
that.
That
Bro.
shit was funny.
Hey,
dog.
bro.
That shit was funny.
What was playing?
What was playing?
Bro, I would cap. I actually got found out in school. I didn't deny it, bro. And I actually got a lot of respect for that shit. I'm like, yeah, this bitch confronted me in class, bro. Okay, sorry to call her a bitch, but that was a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
She was confronted me in class with all the other girls and showed him, like, yeah, I was watching that shit. You ain't giving me shit.
Screenshots.
Shy screenshot.
Jambu exposed. Yeah, what they're always playing dirty in regards to trying tarnishing your reputation.
Man.
That's
I'm
how.
anti-social traits.
That's how women fight, dog. They're gonna
Gossip, innuendo, and reputation
damage.
damage.
Yeah. That's how women
Punishment.
fight. That's their form of violence. Since they can't carry out physical violence, they carry out violence in the emotional sphere,
Sure.
and their mental sphere, and that they'll fuck up your reputation and people's perception of you.
Sure.
That's weak. Okay, no, it's not weak. It's actually smart.
No, it's not.
No, somehow it's got. I feel like it's got long term.
Cool.
Got long term damage. Like
Yeah.
let's say.
Cause you know, for our shit, here's the thing. Our shit is niggas, man. We might have a problem. I come to I slap you. You like, fuck this nigga. Our problem. No, we don't fight. He has a problem. Like he has a deep problem with me, deep hatred for me, right? But our problem remains our problem. When you have a problem with a girl, though, nigga,
It's not just your problem.
it's not just our problem. It's you. It's the problem between you and the girl, all her friends, and all her guy friends. Cause she's gonna tell them about how much of a horrible guy you are, how you did, you know what I'm saying? Like she's gonna
it's
tell,
manipulated.
She's gonna
Yeah.
also go and tell the people that you are close with as well.
yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like women are very subversive, dog. Women, like, yo, once you understand the blueprint of how women fight, you'll never view women the same. Like, hence me, I don't get involved in female dynamics.
Alright, but bro, I've seen women beat people up, and I'm like, yo, they be beating worse than niggas, bro.
Yeah, I would.
Yes, yo.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think it's
Yeah,
cause,
amongst women, yes.
yeah. You know what? I think like a threshold for violence. Thinking when you grew up amongst guys, we've been playing violence since we were young. We know what's extreme, and you know, like sometimes you see some fights that it's a fight about respect. Like niggas ain't really trying to hurt each other. You just do. I don't try type of thing. Women, you never see that, dog. It's never like
Head dragging.
nigga head dragging, people being stomped out. Yo, dog, it's always dramatic, dog. And you know when I learned this, when I was younger, even like dogs, female dogs, like when you fight female dogs, yo, it's always brutal, dog. Yo, female dogs are brutal, dog. Like they'll bite each other's mouths. Yo, they'll do the most insane shit that male dogs just don't do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, wow. Like it's interesting how the male and female energy is like reflected not just in us as human beings, but in the broader animal kingdom. Like, whoa. You know, like shit is wild, bro.
Sure.
But yeah, the feminine energy, dog, you must understand, it's that of creativity. It's like a spiral. It's wild in form. Whereas the male energy is straight.
And you can't play their game. You can't play their game. You're gonna lose at their game.
I just know I can't live without them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, dog.
It's
yin and yang. You can't live without your other half. It's true. We're not saying what we're saying because like we despise women. We recognize them as our
Equals.
our equals, like our opposing halves, you know.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, Gucci, sometimes our natures are at odds.
Hey man, right now, all I can say is I need to work on myself. That's it. That's all I can say.
Me, you know, as I grow older, I'm confused at why I was so caught up with girls when I was younger. But why did I divert so much energy to them? Okay,
You could get them.
true, but I'm like, what was that fascination about though? Cause like true, but like dog, like women, there's a variety amongst women, but ultimately there's a fundamental way.
Name drop.
Yeah.
Names are expensive.
Names are expensive.
Oh, you got files.
But am I lying? Am I lying when I say in some fundamental ways women are the same? Like there's a oneness that you see, a commonality you see in all girls you've ever been with. Am I lying?
Yeah, obviously there's certain qualities you're attracted to, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you're dating according to your trauma, chief.
Why does it have to be so horrible, dog? Because once dude, don't you find it fun when you're dating somebody?
No.
You guys become one universe,
Yeah.
in sync. You know each other's interests, know each other's people.
I appreciate that because very few girls have been able.
In my last two commitments, two things either happened. One, I turned into a demon completely, and the other, I turned someone else into a demon. So,
Demons can be cool though, you know, like in Demon Hunter.
no, bro. You just wake up and start calling someone Satan.
The fuck?
Satan,
Yeah, but you
Diablos,
but you know this though.
Beelzebub,
Lucifer.
Man.
Little Horn.
I never want to be in an interaction with a female who was incapable of bringing out a very narcissistic side to me, dog. I'm afraid. Like as soon as I see common traits, I start running, dog.
You want something new?
I want to have new experiences.
I know, can I? Sometimes.
Let me get someone decent.
Yeah.
Let me not turn someone else into a demon that I was turned into.
Now,
The trauma you have. I feel like you're pegged or something.
I never. I'm not that extreme. I don't play on the anus, bro. I am good. I am a deal breaker.
So going to ignore a red flag. Like, with all one red flag, my role ignore. That's why I think as a man, you must love with your head.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough too sometimes, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I won't lie. Sometimes I feel like it's a primal
it's
side.
hard.
Bro, look. If your goat doesn't get personal during arguments, then you have a decent one.
But sometimes that person will be building though, you know?
Yeah.
She's trying to tell you the truth in a harsh way. I've noticed women do that sometimes. And it's always like, okay, not every woman, but I've noticed like with some of my experiences, maybe with
women are, but that's tough
it's
love.
very personal.
Tough love
like
type
it's
of
like,
thing.
yo, you're gonna feel this shit. Like, ish, Mara, she's right though. You know, Mara, she's right though. Mara, it hit me like, Okay, fair. But she's
You know,
right,
like,
though.
when I was doing anthropology, I had this theory about cavemen in modern society. I said the reason human beings advanced from cave society to modern society is because of women's constant complaining. Like men, like at one point we're living in the jungle, and women like, it's cold out here. We're like, alright, I'm gonna find the cave. Then we made the cave. Then the cave was too cold. We made the cave comfortable, put fire. Then eventually the cave was not good enough. And they were like, we're going out the cave. And now we started building like small huts. Then the huts are not good enough. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? But women were constantly complaining. And then that led to the evolution of production.
It's just saying that I'm imagining it.
Exactly, over time, right? Like,
Fucked up, bro.
I was like, yo.
From me, baby.
So impasha. But
Yeah,
it's kind of
dog.
cool though. Think about it. If we're still in the Victorian era with those castle-looking shits, bro, women is like, it's too big.
Shit from a
Bah. I need plumbing.
You know, when you look like sometimes you see, how did women convince a whole gender to build them a civilization, like a standing civilization, and then inherit that civilization, and then say, yeah, we're equal? What? How?
Big business, bro. Because think about it.
That's
Once,
some wild shit.
I feel like it's a result of capitalism more than anything.
hyperinflation of the feminine.
Yeah, because if women want to start, remember, like traditionally, back I think is it in the 60s, 50s?
Sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Or somewhere back in the 20th century, maybe not 21st, where women, the two child family, you know, that was the perfect. It was the standard. You know, women are homemakers. Then big business. So if women want to start working, that means they need unions.
There was a war.
There was a war. Yeah.
Gulf War.
Yeah.
So women entered the
workforce, yeah.
To empower. Exactly. And exactly. And to add on that, don't you think they capitalize smart by thinking, okay, these people need unions, they need training. It's all one big move to make a lot of money.
Do you think, touching on what you're just saying right now, do you know how big business got women to smoke?
No.
Feminism.
What do you mean feminism?
So like the corporations back in the day, like, right? What in the heat of the feminist movement, like first wave feminism, right? When women were still advocating for their rights and all that. Hey, dude, right? So like, what they did was in feminist rallies, they would have these models come and pose for pictures amongst actual feminists, and they would have their pictures taken smoking cigarettes, and then they started terming them torches of freedom, right? Isn't it at that particular point it was seen as rebellious for women to smoke? So now the feminist movement took the smoking as a sign, a symbol of fuck you against men, but in reality it was the men who orchestrated the whole thing.
Fuck toxic masculinity. You see, just creates more problems.
You know,
God
it
damn.
was a psyop. What I'm saying,
They
it was
ruined
a
the whole
psyop.
generation of women,
It
bro.
was a psyop. Like actually, when you read the story, it's actually it's brilliant when you realize the marketing of it, because
they got him.
they got them. Women, okay.
Up.
Women, it's very few cultures that I know of where like women are permitted to like smoke openly. But in order for them to have convinced the whole planet of women, dog, to be like, yeah, smoke, be like a man. Like, dude, that is some wild shit, dog. That is some wild
How
shit.
many niggas you know that like women who smoke?
Actually, I'm one of them.
How you read, dog?
Man,
The smokers though.
Yeah, I was about to say you're a real nigga, dog.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's different kinds of smoke.
Yeah.
From the girls I've dated, I've noticed one likes smoking hookah, and I don't know, that was fire. And this other girl, she likes smoking cigarettes, and it looks so fucking sexy. At this other point, like even when you kissed her, bruh, her mouth tasted different, dog.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'll tell you though?
So, and then
This
I
other
like
girl I
stoner.
used to fuck with back in the day, she told me this. Like when I was trying to get her off from smoking cigarettes, she said, you know that smokers are the best kissers.
That's the shape shit I got hit with.
Yeah, she said that to me. And she looked sexy while she was saying that with a cigarette in her mouth. I remember that. I was like,
You forgot about the taste.
But yeah. But I told her, I was like, yo, but like, kissing someone who smokes is like licking ashtray. Yeah.
I haven't licked an ashtray yet, so.
It's hyperbole, homie. Hyperbole.
Now I just want to lick an ashtray so I can relate to the hyperbole.
Literally.
Yeah,
this guy.
Women. Can't be with them, can't be without them.
Bruh.
Into our existence.
Dude.
Rapper.
But at the same time, I would rather have them any day over cheetahs. No, like I'm saying,
there's a hierarchy amongst
in
niggas.
terms of like company, female company is always fun. Not to be a dick.
Joe, niggas don't necessarily fight unless there's alcohol involved. Yeah.
That's my problem. Back to our cultural problem. Ooze.
But you can discipline yourself.
I would say, you know what? I'll agree with you. Like women chilling with girls, you can get silly.
Exactly, playful, bro. I can put the guard down. Like, bro, some niggas be lying to each other, dog. What's the problem? I can go for 3 hours without stopping, dog. Bro, 20 minutes is already so hard, bro. The fuck you mean? 10 minutes, you already think about busting, dog. That's not flipping cap.
Yeah, I know.
This hyper masculinity shit.
Yeah, you know what? That's to me. I attribute that to growing up. If niggas are still doing that, like in their older years, like you still like fucking like fronting about shit. That's just weird. Like why? Like like your actual authentic experiences are so much more interesting. Than having to like
and
lie
you're
about
also
shit.
telling the truth.
Exactly. And to me, one thing I figured this out, and I'm a good fucking liar, but your head is a lot less complicated the less lies you have in your head.
It actually makes life easy.
Yeah, like the more authentic you are, the more closer you are to your truth, the less bullshit, the less room there is for bullshit. Like they say, if you own your own truth, no one can use it as a weapon against you. Hence, like me, like I find people who lie in conversation, especially if I pick it up, I dismiss everything they say afterwards. Oh, dude. Like if you're gonna lie about the basics, like how can I even have like a deeper conversation with you about,
I feel like it's just the whole. I feel like, not to be a dick though, but I feel like the current generation, like they don't know. I feel like, okay, not that they don't know. I feel like they didn't live in those times where you weren't so much of it was online. Yeah. Like actual friendships were built. In person. You catch people dating through the internet. They've only met once or twice, but they're dating through the internet. It's like, wow.
Our generation,
it's not. It's
actually
the younger ones. Those ones at the end of Gen Z.
There's Gen Z, Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha is the 2010s.
Oh.
Like those ones at the end of the 2000s, bro. Like, where they grew up on TikTok, just in the social media age.
Me, from what I can tell from all the studies and things and reports I've seen online, basically the kids of today are going to be social retards. They're going to be exceptionally smart, but they're going to be social deviants in the sense like they're going to be about themselves. They're going to be absolute narcissists because they've not been socialized to their community.
Narcissism doesn't have a good end.
Yeah.
It's a result of
and they also have like
the price of freedom.
And then how Gucci, the technological proposal that technology can free us is a lie. Think about it now. In the early 19th century, they said by the late 20th century, machines will free us to such a point where we will probably be working like 3 days a week or something like that. But instead, the direct opposite happened. Over time, the amount of time people have had to work and clock into the system has actually increased. And now we're the generation that's the most educated but is the most underpaid for our labor. Like the money has deflated to such a point and lost value to such a point.
But you guys are basically also called the generation that might not own houses.
Yeah.
Because property is expensive, and you're right, the rate of pay is too low.
Yeah.
no way a house is a meter, bro. It sounds like a really bad asset, you know? I feel like houses when I was growing up were at least in the hundreds of thousands.
Sure. Yeah, well.
You know? It's like it's doable. That's why we
In Crystal Park for like
450
450
at most. And that's why we grew up saying, I just need $1 million. You know, $1 million was seen as a great sign of wealth. Now $1 million looks like change.
Chump change.
Chump
Like
change. So you need to get to like
It's one car and one apartment. Done.
So it's just like yeah, the economy is changing, but also could maybe is
But
it
yeah,
just
the problem with how the economy is changing is it's gonna turn us into more savage. Because now there's no room for error.
true?
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like
It's gonna be a dog eat. It's already a dog eat dog world, but now it's gonna be more cutthroat.
Survival of the fittest.
I feel like
because
it's
now
always
Crime is on the rise.
I feel like it's always happened. Obviously, you know, it's a continuous cycle.
But no. Look, in our parents' generation, they didn't have to be exceptional to make a good life for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have to be an exception to the rule to make something of themselves. They had to have discipline to maintain a job.
My high school schoolmate of mine, his dad was a store manager at Lesley's in Chief. His dad has a house here in Crystal Park. You understand that? A store manager, like a furniture franchise, could buy a house in Crystal Park
At that time.
at that time. That's how reasonable the houses were. And those guys really don't earn that much. There's not a person that earns in the thousands working in retail. You can't tell me that there's a person that earns that much.
1,000.
No, not in the thousands.
Oh, to buy a house. Multiple thousands.
Yeah, they don't earn that much. But now, but back then they could.
Well, yeah, that's why like some parents would like, I'll get you a job while I work, because they know you'll be getting a lot of money, type of thing.
Yeah. But that was back then, not now.
You know, but here's the thing I've realized about modern times: job security is an illusion. The economy is so dynamic that no one, and I mean no one, can truly predict the things that are gonna change the way in which productivity happens. Like people have been talking AI for the longest time, but who would have predicted the way in which AI is gonna change the culture in the last couple of years? We're talking ever since 2020, dog. Like there's been a global shift in regards to how everything online is, how information is being created to us, the apps that are available, the things that you're able to do, transactionality, all that shit is changing.
Yeah,
Even the rise of Bitcoin is, you know what I'm saying? So like we're
also the rise of scams.
Okay, there are other things, as the saying goes, they say if it's not Bitcoin, it's a shitcoin.
Exactly, that whole shitcoin stuff.
So,
I'm just so surprised at how unregulated the market seems for such a great technology. You know,
people the wild west, dog. Remember the internet back in the early 2000s? Remember how many crazy websites there used to be, dog? Like how colorful the internet was. Whereas now we're all being funneled into apps. Think about
your
it.
niche.
Google, yeah. There's a monopoly. Like now, remember when the tech bubble burst? It only left a few survivors. Amazon, Google, Facebook. Well, Facebook came after, but
Twitter died later.
Yeah. So
actually, yeah, true. Due to the tech thing, there was a lot of social media platforms, but like Tumblr, if you read like photos, you know, Pinterest, WorldStar. There's no more WorldStar these days, right? It's dead, man.
I think they still upload some shit, but it's not like what it used to.
Because every
fucking MySpace, homie, MySpace.
I was too young to remember.
But I missed that MySpace wave. Mix it though.
Mix it with
our shit. Mix it on. Remember 2Go? 2Go. Yeah, 2Go is my shit.
What's 2Go?
Oh my god. A chatting app.
2Go?
Yeah, 2Go.
Oh,
They mixed it 3.
So you guys were there during the time Game Loft was popping.
Exactly, my nigga.
Hey.
Exactly. Prince of Persia. Oh! My nigga. You have no idea.
I used to play it on Presley's Engage a lot.
Dude, I mean, I go
And then I had Zelda with the
360.
350. But did you
Yeah,
not notice during
if
that time?
360, I still don't understand how Motorola failed as a phone company. Because those motherfuckers, I'm sure, made billions, dog. From the V360 edition
they did.
and the Razor. Oh
They
my
did.
god.
Those are beautiful phones.
Dude.
They brought it back, though.
Yeah, apparently those old phones are coming back. For example, I know Nokia is making a comeback by...
Even Motorola's making phones.
Yeah, they're making a comeback by
classic
manufacturing... Yeah, manufacturing some of the old phones. Like, they're in high demand in third world countries. You know which Africa is actually ahead in terms of mobile banking?
No, I had no idea.
We're at the forefront of it.
Really?
Most countries in Africa, people are banking with phones.
That is tight.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So they advertise shit like
that's
MTN money.
how I also know which is South Africa is purposely being held backwards. There's certain technologies that have been taken aboard by certain African countries that we don't find here in South Africa, but we're supposedly the most advanced economy.
Do you think maybe it's a choice thing?
Nah.
Like in that
South
part,
Africa, in South Africa, there's people who monopolize the game. They don't want anybody in.
to change it up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's sad, though.
In South Africa, we really have the powers that be. You know, other people talk about the powers that be, but in this country, we really are the powers that be. Whether it be the corrupt ANC officials or big monopoly capital, they are the powers that be. And then you have the white supremacists. I was watching this other video yesterday, and they were showcasing this documentary about how white people in South Africa had clinics all over the townships whereby they're purposely injecting black people with AIDS.
Sure.
Are you
No
serious?
joke.
When? Like back in the day or now?
Early 2000s, late 90s.
There was such a thing.
Playing games, bro. Playing games. Go Google Project Coast. People till this day think that the drugs we see in our streets are a mistake. About Mandrex and all that
yeah,
shit.
isn't Mandrix from like pharmaceuticals or something?
It is. It's a quaalude.
What's it called?
It's something they it used to be a popular American drug, but they they disbanded a long time ago. But the fact that they're still making Mandrex, particularly here in South Africa, is an indication that there's certain things that are going on that we as broader people don't really understand. Me, for the most part, I know how Mandrex gets to South Africa. There's a huge Chinese component to it because the ingredients you need to make Mandrex, a lot of them come from China. But as far as the blueprint for how it got distributed and started in the townships, there was purely white people, dog. Project Coast, read about it, Project Coast. There's a book called Medical Apartheid. It documents all the shit that white people have been doing for the most part in history as a means of eugenics and population control.
But hasn't every dominant culture done that for a period of time? If I had to look at history, whoever has the most violence runs things.
But this is personal.
This is personal, though.
No, I get it, né? But the thing is, what I've noticed from the generation shift, right?
Yeah.
If you look at culture these days now, there's a lot of improvement, a lot of racial integration. So, for example, somebody who grew up in Edenville might not be able to relate from somebody who grew up in D-Town.
Yeah.
You know, they were that first wave. You thought that first wave of mixing in, and it's like this generation compared to the other generation, it's very different dynamics. So when you hear stuff like that, you're also just like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I think the reason why history is shocking to us young people is because we feel like we've advanced so much. But really question though how much we've advanced. Homies literally willfully re-elected Donald Trump. Now, I get it. There's whole, ifs and buts about the content of Donald Trump. But homie, let's not get it twisted.
I really hate
Donald Trump's rise came with the rise of the far right. Meaning, these motherfuckers think Nazism is in vogue.
Okay, I don't know much about that stuff because far right, what. I'm not as clued in, but some of that shit that guy says makes sense. He called out the African government, dude. We are the most. It's the fact. We're the most. What is it called? What do you call those things? Minerally rich country. And our kids.
With it.
Yeah, and we haven't done. And our kids.
But you see, the problem with that statement is it's ahistorical. He'll conveniently ignore that it was the same American government and the CIA that literally assassinated African leaders who were about that revolution.
No, hear that out. And he knows this shit. The fact that us, that generation that's now and knows this shit, why haven't they given us the power? Why haven't we fought enough to say, dude, wait, everyone under this shit?
As African youth, we sleeping on the wheel. Africa, literally majority of Africa, more than 60% of it consists of people under the age of 35. But we're watching a bunch of 70-year-olds run the continent.
Which is a problem.
Of course, shit is gonna go ham. Shit is gonna be stupid. So now the ANC, they know they're on their last leg, especially this generation that's now. Outside of politics, what do they have? What true skills do they have to offer the people? Truly. You see, that's the thing that we are confused about. Politicians have never fucking solved problems. The best they can do is craft legislation. Problems are solved by technicians because the problems of society are generally technical problems. Hence, they require technical expertise. But look at most of the people in government. Most of them are lawyers or they study political science or something in the humanities. Very few of them
have theory ideas.
Yeah, very few of them have a technical background. And you see that in the ANC that they have a very unsophisticated approach and tact to how they like handle certain things. They have very brilliant ideas, but when it comes to the implementation phase, they lack sorely there.
What's a good example of that?
Yeah?
What's a good example of that?
Okay, BE. Has BE truly been what it was meant to be? Like, has it achieved its goal?
Honestly, not really. Yeah.
It was, remember initially what BE was supposed to do? It was supposed to build a healthy middle class.
Strengthen the middle class.
Strengthen
a healthy middle class.
A healthy middle class. I'm talking back in the days when Thabo Mbeki was advocating for it, right? It was like what they were trying to avoid was creating a small bourgeoisie class of Negroes at the top, whilst everybody lived in poverty. But ironically, that's exactly what happened. Like when you think about it, once they introduced the tender system, it introduced a whole loophole for corruption to happen, and nobody has ever been able to close that loophole. And we're still stuck within that corruption and incompetence till this day.
True. It's an easy flip, actually. You're right. It's no longer about competency in doing that.
Yeah.
You know, it's based on who can do it the fastest. They need to look good too. Do you think maybe if we actually went back to a higher standard, maybe to say, okay, for example, we're gonna hire bro to roll out the new COVID flipping shots, right? Because he's a nurse, healthcare, he knows what. No, I'm just saying like a general example. Like instead of saying, I know this guy, you can handle it, but we gotta eat though. You know, let's say at least you do it efficiently, and you do steal some. Nobody will really mind because the shit is working. Because now you're letting everyone else eat. But it's like
that's therein lay the problem. We all know the apartheid government was corrupt as fuck, but they were efficient. In the sense like they got shit done. The ANC government is corrupt, but it's corrupt.
Okay, I can't comment on that.
You listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The ANC government is corrupt, but it corrupts endlessly. It's not corrupt in hand. You know what I'm saying? The Chinese government is fucking corrupt, but it's mostly corrupt outside. Like most of its fucking shit it perpetuates externally. It doesn't reflect it to its own people internally. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like there's a certain thing they're trying to aim for. Hence no country in the world has been able to lift up as many people from abject poverty as the Chinese have. You're talking more than 500 million people. That's absurd, though. That's absurd. 500 million people?
They have businesses all over the world strengthening the yuan.
See what I'm saying?
That's pretty cool.
Those are people with a mission statement and a goal. What is the mission statement of the ANC in the past 30 years?
Actually, I don't know.
What is the collective vision of South Africa?
I mean, they did talk about Rainbow Nation, right?
There's no black in the rainbow, motherfucker.
Well, dude, come on.
Black is a spectrum that absorbs light.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, it's there in the color
It's not
spectrum.
a color.
Okay, let me say
Absence of color.
Okay.
The absence of color.
In designing, we know black is 6 zeros in the whole color spectrum. Each scientific in color science or colors in general, black is it 5 or 6 zeros, and there's different shades of black, shades of white, shades of blue. So we know it as a color, you know.
Okay, that's interesting. Now you write about that in terms of how we perceive it. I'm talking like objectively, like for example, we say space is black, but it's not really. It's just absence of color. It's empty. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's space, dog. There's no color. But we say, to us, we perceive it as being black. That's where we coming from when we say black is the absence of color. For example, a black hole can consume light.
But isn't the color black?
A whole star.
Isn't that the color black though?
Black is not a color, it is the absence.
What do you mean it's an absence of color?
Okay. Can we say this now? In order for
Check,
this,
it is a spectrum that absorbs light. A black hole is a spectrum that absorbs light.
yeah, I was about to say, in order for you to, sorry, I was about to say, in order for you to have color, you have to have light, right?
I was talking about how our eyes work.
Just in reality, in order for you to have color or perceive color, you have to have light. Am I lying?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Now, if you have something that is the absence of light, what is that?
You perceive it as dark.
See what I'm saying?
But isn't that a color? But you perceiving it that there isn't any other color to recognize.
Now we're arguing over definitions.
Oh, okay.
You should. We're saying the same thing, but we're arguing over definitions.
Oh, okay.
But we're saying a similar thing.
Yeah, you tend to have very strong mental gymnastics. I was like, huh? God damn.
You know what it's like. It's like, for example, like the color white is a reflective.
The whole spectrum.
Yeah, bro.
So we're all the same, right?
So white.
Are they all the same? I mean, I grew up on Sesame Street, my dog. I've been brainwashed for a while.
No, fundamentally, on a fundamental level, we are all one.
Exactly.
Don't get it twisted.
It's just
really
for different chemical reasons, right?
Yeah.
Like sun, there's less light there. Oh, okay.
Dude, the ancient Egyptians figured this out a long time ago. Most people thought back in the day Africans were like polytheists. We just saw God reflected in many aspects of nature, but we always saw the oneness of God. Like the idea that we needed monotheism to come and explain to us that, hey, it's like, what? Nigga, we came here knowing that type of shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, so. You good, homie? Oh, good, man. Oh, wait.
Someone, was it you? No, okay. You told me this once when you said that when you talked about the Bible, and another homie told me that the Bible's actually an acronym.
Oh, basic, what do you call it? Basic instructions before leaving the earth. I think something like that.
Yeah, and when you look at it and think it broader into the different, like, flipping religious cultures or subsections, it's like, dude, it's all the same shit. Like, it's just trying to tell you how to be a decent person and you exist beyond the meaty flesh.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, damn, more people arguing who's got the right God.
You know who?
It's one of the same.
You know who worded it perfectly? Is Eddie Griffin. He's like, Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists will argue over who is the messenger, Buddha, Krishna, or Muhammad or Jesus. But they missed the whole fucking point. Nigga, did you get the message? People argue over who the messenger is. Did you get the message?
Actually, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, really, when you read into all these spiritual systems, they literally are all headed towards the same place. You know what I describe it as? It's like we're all standing down a mountain, right? We're all on different sides of the mountain, but we're all pointing up at the same mountain.
Tar, what is it called?
I'm trying to keep my composure.
Hard pops. Hey man, I'm already gone. I wish I had a game to play. When you guys were talking the whole time, I was seeing movies, bro. It's like I was sitting on a chair just looking down here. I'm seeing it play out.
I'm trying to actually engage into the conversation and keep going mute. And I can't help it.
Sometimes you gotta enjoy the trip.
Yeah,
that's how I felt earlier.
Enjoy it. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Tart Pops. That sounds kind of Africa to flipping.
Huh?
We should work with kind of Africa jets.
Yeah, maybe say we'll promote their shit and if they like they give, you know.
But it's medical cannabis, okay? So obviously right now it's dealing with. For me, I know that it's bringing out my inner child, more playful.
Yeah,
Besides being a hard
More
worker,
inquisitive.
more inquisitive. Yeah.
Yeah, me right now I feel like I'm deep in my subconscious. Like I have access to information that normally I struggle to get, and now it feels like it's at my fingertips.
Hey, Chief, I'm just trying to stay alive. Trying to stay alive. I'm literally just drowning, trying to clear my consciousness.
But I'd like for us to like actually ask a cannabis expert or someone who knows really about cannabis. Let's actually explore, the positive benefits, because I feel like it's a cool thing, and instead of like being on flipping Ritalin or all this chemical stuff, this seems
Ritalin is very addictive.
it is very addictive. It is very addictive.
And there's a few like
I don't wish it on anyone.
And the people who take Ritalin always talk about side effects like being depressed and all of that.
Yeah.
But it's seen as a positive
neurochemistry, dog.
or legal way to help you. So it's like, damn, there's another way.
You know what's cool about weed though is that your brain inherently has cannabinoids.
Sure.
So weed doesn't deviate you.
Cannabinoid receptor.
Yeah, cannabinoid receptors. So like, out of all the drugs you can take, weed doesn't deviate from your ordinary state of mind that much. It doesn't fundamentally change your neurochemistry. Like for example, if you take heroin, you'll never be the same again.
Do you know how weed makes you depressed?
Dopamine depletion.
No.
What?
Serotonin.
Oh, serotonin.
You know how? Your THC binds to your cannabinoid receptors.
Yeah.
So the serotonin has no place to bind, and serotonin binds in the same area as the THC. So it ends up being free-floated and flushed out of your body system, out of your system. That's what happens. Yeah, I'm mumbling.
No, making sense.
And speak properly.
So wait, is like, can you tell when you flushed out of serotonin?
Yeah, serotonin is a hormone that governs your happiness. Like if you're a little hungry, you start getting grumpy. That's serotonin depletion. But severe depletion is when you be aggressive, moody, and somewhat depressed. But those symptoms usually fade as soon as you eat.
Oh, okay.
But severe ones are complete depletion. And that's like maybe a complete smoke with like all your cannabinoid receptors are active. And of which most instances is not the case. If you're gonna be hitting J's like this,
with the neurochemist,
It's good in moderation though, right?
Yeah.
That's why, okay, for me, that's why I feel like different. I'm thinking the quality of the weed probably influences what you guys are talking
It's
about.
intense, man. Quality, I wasn't ready, bro.
I just knew that I'm gonna smoke a J end of the week, I wasn't
I'm
craving
even
it.
forgetting how to speak.
Yeah,
I hear
but
myself mumbling all of a sudden.
isn't it weird how like when you like certain levels of high are like akin to like the early onset of like psychedelic experience, like where like you kind of become
giggling.
discombobulated a bit, like
Yeah.
like your ability to formulate speech like is kind of deteriorating. It's like, oh my god.
I haven't been this high.
Really?
I haven't. And I was high already. I was high. I was great. I was fucking great.
I look forward to it every 2 weeks. I don't smoke every day. No, I enjoy it. Even in the morning, when I go blackout.
I'm trying to play this game. I'm an old man now.
Not like every day, like every 2 weeks. Like, you know how people drink beer every Friday?
Sure.
Yeah.
I smoke one of these J's every 2 weeks.
You won't build up the tolerance. You never build up the tolerance.
I'm okay with that. I want the plug to be boring, dog.
It's not gonna be boring.
No, I mean like, compared to when I was just regularly smoking the same shit, I got annoyed with the plug because I was smoking more. You know, and this is like once in a while. But yeah. I think the quality involves, dog. Look at the people drink Autumn Harvest, bro. Compared to the people. I think it's the quality of what you drink, right?
Hey, careful what you put in your body, homie. Hey.
I'm not dissing Autumn Harvest people. It probably works for them, but yo.
Hey, man, I see a lot of them people. I don't think it's working for nobody, man.
Finish it.
Because imagine, how much is the Autumn Harvest? It's affordable and it does the job, apparently.
I tried that little to my
How much?
I'm sure it's under.
No, yeah, I tried.
For the price, too.
Hey,
We're gonna buy. We're also gonna get like almost 5 liter of one for 20 rand.
Nah, not 20 rand.
I swear it's somewhere around there.
Are you serious?
I am sure. Later in the afternoon, I'll text you. We'll go check it. I promise you, it's very affordable.
Yeah, but that's wild.
I've never tried it though.
Now that's how they keep niggas in the trap, dog.
Cheap alcohol.
That's how they cheap drug, dog. Cheap drug. You know that nigga's a cop, right?
No. Are you serious?
Well, I don't know about the white. I don't know if that's even the white foot. The guy who owns the house, yeah, the cop. I think he's up there. He doesn't really wear like formal uniform, but I've seen him with the gun. I've seen like his colleagues come by a lot. So, yeah. And I think he said like.
Damn, I was surprised to see that there's new people. I've never talked to the people.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, the burbs are weird, dog. You know, like people usually introduce themselves and say someone come from here. But you know, the burbs have no convention.
I just meet people in the street here. It's not like as open as town, you know, where people introduce themselves. Yo, I'm from there. I'm here to hustle too, you know. That's what I'm doing. Here it's just everyone minds their own business. Type shit. Yeah. Yo, but yeah,
But you know,
nice
one
trip.
thing I'd say, I'll admit, I realized there's a way in which exclusivity increases the value of a place. Like, there's some places, man, that are kept nice and respectable by virtue of the fact that they're hard to access. Whereas once maybe the broader society has access to those particular places, they become degraded.
Oh, like certain clubs falling off and shit.
Even whole neighborhoods, dog. Like, even, like, it can happen to whole neighborhoods. Like, for example, Crystal Park when we were young, like, it was not accessible to everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? And it was treated with a certain degree of reverence. But in the last decade or two, let's say, like, it's become a place that everybody's become familiar with. As a result, like, people are bringing, like, hood shit here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hence, like, there's a whole lot of niggas who live here, but they're trying to acclimatize themselves to, like, hood behavior, but in the suburb.
Which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Doesn't apply here. The context is just fucked up, you know?
They think it's made of relatability. Like, you can relate more to... Since there's more people like them from the hood, like, they can... That's how it's seen. It's my people are supposed to be like
just backwards.
Oh, okay.
Nigga, there's just some behaviors that are just ghetto, bro. Regardless of where you do them, where you take them, they just ghetto.
Yeah, it's okay.
The necessary things, though.
Like what?
Like a match and a shower church. All of a sudden, shower church.
You trying to be that nigga.
What does that mean?
It's basically a prison game. You're trying to introduce the prison game into the police.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense.
They live like they're in prison. Oh.
Yeah, they trying to impose like gang rules on like society and like the youth and shit. So they wanna be like the it guy, so you know, we must fear him, we must be that guy. You know, he's gangster. It's like, come on, dog. Okay. okay, firstly
Waste
we
of time.
we can whip your ass. That's one. And two, wrong context. Like you don't need none of that. I get like in the hood you may need it to survive, but like yo, outside of that, like what the fuck is that about? You know what I'm saying? It's just inappropriate. Is what I'm saying.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.